Welcome to WesternSlopeNow.com. Meteorologist Russ Pappas here, taking a look, America's Mattress live tower cam, like we do each afternoon, right around the 4 o'clock hour. This is a southwesterly view. A lot of our storms are confining themselves to the high country. That's any elevated mountain, mesa, or plateau. And as it would turn out, today storm motion is from the southeast to the northwest. Slow-moving storms sticking to the high country, and in particular, sticking to the Uncompahgre Plateau. So that's going to create a little bit of problem for a few areas. I'll show you on radar in just a moment, but you can see already that blue streak. That's the Uncompahgre Plateau, at least 3/4 of it, and it's holding rain. The trace of rain, both recorded at Grand Junction and Montrose, occurred after 10 p.m. last night. Thunder and lightning ended up dwindling at that same time, around 11. That was about it. Temperatures on this Tuesday, July 27th, around 4 o'clock, close to the average. Grand Junction generally is 94 for late July. Montrose is generally 90 for late July. So that's right where we are. These may not end up being our high temperature for the day. We could squeak out another degree of warmth before the day's over with. There's a little bit of sunshine out there. There's some humidity. I'm sure you felt it. Our dew points are supportive, 40s and 50s right now, supportive of storms. So we're going to continue with our chance of storms this afternoon, just like we had Monday, just like we will on Wednesday. After Wednesday, things change. They get amplified, and we're going to have a lot more storm coverage. But in the meantime, if we're not impacted directly by a storm Tuesday night, we're just going to be breezy, 15-mile-per-hour wind speeds. If we do get blasted with a few storms, then we will get wind gusts. We'll get small hail. Not us. Very few spots will get the small hail. Brief heavy downpours, gusty winds, cloud-to-ground lightning. That's enough hazards if you ask me. But right now we've managed about the 20-mile-per-hour top wind gust zone, and we're fairly limited on our hazardous weather outlook right now. We only have an advisory for flooding just into the Four Corners region. I would have suspected on radar we might see a little bit more activity. We're getting some heavy rain just southwest of Nucla, Natarita. This is heading into Dove Creek, and it's just outside of Cortez right now. So these areas I just mentioned could be impacted by storms, but again, the main focus is going to be in the Four Corners region. It's going to be in the elevated sites, but with that being the case, we also have a little cell that when we opened up this little webcast on our tower cam, we could see those dark billowing clouds, and that is occurring due west of Delta right now with some lightning, so just be careful. As far as temperatures go, we're going to continue with this near average trend. There may be a day or two where we're slightly hotter. There may be a day or two where we're slightly less hot. In fact, on the extended forecast, those days that are less hot, you should anticipate more storm coverage. Now, I talked about the placement of our high pressure system currently establishing itself a little further longitudinally to our east. And that's establishing itself in the south central plains. That's a really good spot to be for a high pressure system to scoop up subtropical moisture out of the Gulf of Mexico, subtropical moisture out of the Mexico Occidental Mountains. There's three of them. There's the major mountain ranges of Mexico, and they all have a purpose. And for our purpose, it's going to be moisture, evaporation, and transportation right into our neck of the woods. So we have that amplified pattern when that high gets over to our east. In the meantime, we actually will have a low pressure system migrating through the desert southwest for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and that's also going to add to the heavy, widespread downpours. So I suspect we'll get some flooding going on. We could still see road closures due to flash flood warnings Wednesday and Thursday, but just the pattern is really going to be saturated late this week and for the remainder of this upcoming weekend. And as a result of the added cloud coverage and the storms, we won't actually achieve the heating of the day. So Montrose may even drop down 10 whole degrees to wrap up this weekend and to start of next week. So this is a really good storm pattern to be in. It is our North American monsoon. We are on the northern edge of it. We are always guaranteed to get it. Last summer it was a non-soon. This summer it's a monsoon, and we're getting it. So please pay attention, be weather aware, watch the sky. If at the very least, watch the sky. And when you're driving and you regularly cross dry washes, low water crossing points in the road, pay attention to those because they're going to be carrying water, and they're going to be swiftly moving water, and also debris is going to get on the roadways. And of course, we have these flash flood watches and flood warnings for a reason. So follow us on social media. I'll be sure to update you, Facebook Lives, and these periodic website updates.